Hi people, it's Archivist here and welcome back to Ground War, my favourite mode in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Something that I was actually quite excited by when I first saw this game shown was the fact that it looked to be taking what I really like about the Battlefield franchise and combined it with the Call of Duty franchise. Now, unfortunately, the only mode where I'd say that is truly the case would be Ground War, because you've got these massive open maps with helicopters, APCs, tanks, kill streaks as well, so you've got like VTOLs, attack choppers, etc, etc. And it's just, generally speaking, quite a fun, casual mode. In fact, it's the only mode in this entire game I would describe as a relaxed experience, to be honest. That's the thing, I used to play a lot of Domination because I considered it to be a relatively chill mode. Yes, you could get into it, you'd want to win, you'd want to do well personally, but ultimately Domination was quite chill. Unfortunately, in this mode, every match of Domination I play, it seems like I'm being matched against an MLG team, and it's just impossible to enjoy now. Like, I've done my best to enjoy it, but I just can't. I've tried my absolute best to get into Domination, but something about the matchmaking, man, it's just making it so hard to enjoy. Like, everyone is camping now. Absolutely everyone is camping. But when I go over to the Ground War mode, although yes, there are campers, you've got such a variety of players in this mode that it's just a little bit more fun and a little bit more enjoyable. And also you've got the different ways you can play. On this map, you can go on the ground and run around with an assault rifle. You can go onto a building and snipe. You can get in, as I am here, into an APC or a tank, and you can drive around the streets and safeguard the flags. There's a lot you can do in this mode, and I appreciate that variety, whereas in the smaller modes, that variety is solely lacking because the name of the game is just to sit in a corner and camp out of a window or camp in a corner. And again, yes, that does exist in Ground War, but it's just one way you can play. There are many aggressive ways you can also play this mode. I mean, again, coming back to the tank is great because it actually allows me to be aggressive about the way I play, because I'm obviously in this massive armoured assault vehicle and I can withstand attacks from surprise locations. Yes, I have an advantage against other players, but at least it allows me to do something different. Like in Domination, I feel like the only thing I can do is move ultra conservatively, check every single corner, and sometimes that isn't even enough. I'll still get shot in the back, I'll get sniped from across the map, and it's just, again, difficult. It's too hard. It's too hard for what Domination should be. There are plenty of game modes or league modes that are appropriate for that kind of thing, but it really shouldn't be in Domination. And I'm going to be quite frank, guys, I'm going to be super honest. If it wasn't for Ground War, this would be the worst multiplayer experience for me since Call of Duty Ghosts. And to be honest with Ghosts, I didn't even hate that. It was more that I was just sort of bored with COD. This is like the game actively is trying to piss me off. Like constant deaths from out of my line of sight. The camping, again, the camping is just crazy. Like, everyone is camping now. At first, it was just like what people were learning to do, but now it is absolutely 100% out of control on the camping, which is why I just find myself in Ground War, not just because I like Ground War, but also because it seems to be the only place where people are willing to try different tactics. It's the only place where I can use a different gun without feeling I'm a disadvantage to the M4A1. It's seriously the only, it's like the last bastion of hope for this game. And this is the thing, I wouldn't even be that annoyed about that fact if there were more Ground War maps, but there are only 2 Ground War maps, and I am so tired of the Quarry map now. So I'm sure after 1 or 2 more weekends, I'll be tired of the District map too. And I mean, imagine if this was like a Battlefield game. Can you imagine if they launched a Battlefield game and Conquest only had 2 maps? I mean, people like to take the piss out of Battlefield 5 for releasing with next to no content, but at least they had a decent number of maps, a decent number. This is a shockingly low number of maps for Ground War, and again, like, that wouldn't be so much of an issue because overall there are lots of maps, but Ground War is like the only fun you can have in this game. It's quite a lot of fun, and I'll probably keep playing because of it, and it's also where I seem to get the most XP, so it's like Every aspect of this game is saying, just play Ground War. It's the most fun. It's the most open, the most varied, the most XP. Why would I play anything but Ground War? And yeah, it's just like the only part of this game I like. It's kind of crazy. Like, I think I've changed my opinion gradually from just thinking that Ground War was just about the best mode to now thinking it's the only way I can actually play this game in multiplayer. And I won't mind that, but if they can add some more Ground War maps in, at least 4, I think 4 is what they need for a healthy rotation. 5 would be really nice, but 4 would be good. I really hope they're coming. And what I would say, if Infinity Ward could hear me, I know they can't, but if they could, I'd say, look, if you're holding on to a Ground War map because you want to drip feed it to us, just give it to us now, because otherwise this game is going to lose momentum so quickly. Like, as I'm playing this, I am enjoying Ground War, but I'm going to get so sick of these maps after just a few weeks. At the moment, I'm still liking it, but the longevity is not going to be there. And then if I jump over to Domination, like, it's hell. It's just hell. It's just not even, like, the amount of times I've caught myself out loud saying I'm not having fun in this is crazy. And I have never said that about a Call of Duty game before. I've never said it, again, even about Ghosts. I kind of played it and thought, oh, it's the same odd thing, I'm going to go play Battlefield 4. But I never said I hate this game. I've never said that about a COD title before. Like, they've managed to make a game so chaotic, unpredictable, and poorly designed that in Domination, which should be a fun, casual experience, is brutally unfair and difficult and chaotic. And Ground War is the only game mode I can actually play and had fun here. And hey, that's going to take me to rank 55, I'm sure, and I'll be able to get my kilo to a high level, but it's the lack of variety. Like, if I was, and I'm thinking of doing this, like doing a re-review for the entire game when I've played all of Spec Ops, all of multiplayer, and all of campaign. And I'll tell you what, like, if I'm looking at those 3 pillars, I'd be saying campaign, that's the reason you buy this game, because it is excellent. Short, but it is excellent. Spec Ops, okay, so long as you're up for a challenge, and definitely best played with people you know. But multiplayer, it's just a bit of a mess. Like, it needs a lot of work. As always, people, thanks very much for watching, and see you next time.